Let's talk about constitutional reform and leaving the ECHR. In order for any UK government to lead effectively, it must be set free from the various institutions that it has been signed up to by a string of globalist leaders who have more allegiance to their globalist friends rather than the British electorate who placed them into power. Firstly, we must leave the ECHR. We cannot continue to be at the mercy of these arrogant pseudo-judges who are not even properly trained. Yet they have risen above their station to the point where they actually believe that they have the right to dictate policy to member nations. Whilst many European nations are signed up to the ECHR, most ignore them. But the most common point that is raised by those who are determined to keep us under the thumb of this now outdated organisation will say that we will be joining Belarus and Russia. However, there is another point of view. There are hundreds of thousands of Kurdish people in the UK. For the main part, they were granted indefinite leave to remain because they claimed asylum from Turkey. And for the British government to have granted them asylum, it clearly confirms that our government officially acknowledges that Turkey does not respect human rights. Yet it is a member of the ECHR. Conversely, the USA, Canada, Australia and New Zealand are not members of the ECHR. I believe that it can be said without contradiction that there is absolutely no way that Turkey has a better record of human rights than these countries. The United Kingdom does not need the supervision of an arrogant and irrelevant overseas organisation to keep our human rights in check. We are, as you all know, the nation which introduced human rights to the world in the first place. I would put it to you that the ECHR, along with the other globalist institutions, which I will also cover, are little more than tools of the elitist political classes who are determined to erode the power of the nation state and increasingly shift control to their puppets in their quest for a globalist society controlled by them. We have criminals in the UK who openly express their plans to conspire against our country in the full knowledge that they are able to use the ECHR to prevent the government from deporting them, and in parallel we have leaders who do not have the fortitude, the will or the moral compass to fight for the citizens of the very nation that they have been elected to represent. No matter what the globalists, the woke brigade, the treacherous element of our society who seek to undermine our nation may say, we must leave the ECHR post haste. We elect our leaders in good faith that they will act in the best interests of the United Kingdom, but sadly their actions are more in keeping with treason than patriotism.